With Christchurch rebuild going on, there are people finding themselves in dispute with the Earthquake Commission, EQC. Well, now there's been an independent service set up to help settle some of these complaints. Here to discuss how it will work is the Executive Director of the Arbitrators and Mediators Institute of New Zealand, Deborah Hart. Welcome.
Good morning, Petra.
Look, there are plenty of stories. I think everybody in Christchurch knows somebody who's having difficulty with the EQC. Who are you actually going to be able to help?
Well, many of those people who are having difficulty with EQC. So many of the people that have got disputes with EQC will be offered mediation, and they can choose to come to mediation or not. If they do choose to come to mediation, they'll be in our hands, and we will help them through the process to mediate their dispute with EQC.
So can people who have troubles now simply call you?
Look, they can come to us, but really they have to be invited by EQC to mediation before they can access to the service. I understand that EQC will look at people wanting to actually mediate their dispute, but there are some disputes that won't come to mediation, won't be offered mediation from EQC at the moment. Things like apportionment and zoning, for instance, won't be offered mediation at the moment.
So EQC has to invite them to mediation. Can you imagine EQC doing this for many people?
Yes, I think EQC is going to invite, a lot of people to come to mediation. It's another option that EQC, as we understand it, wanted to be able to offer people. And
so has this situation come about simply because EQC is having so many complaints and difficulties they can't resolve them themselves?
Well, I think, if you look at other countries, which particularly first world countries that have had major disasters, mediation schemes are always used because, it gives people a way to be able to resolve their dispute, usually with an insurer, in a fast, effective way, rather than having to drag people through a court system. So, this is really standard good practice for, a major disaster.
And I guess, having had a look at your website, it's about the two parties coming to a resolution. The mediator doesn't tell them what to do, but when they reach that resolution, it is legally binding, isn't it?
That's right. The mediator has absolutely no decision-making power, and that's as it should be. The mediator will just help the parties really dig through the issues, and part of this process will be an exchange of information from EQC to its customers and from the customer back to EQC. And keep in mind, this service is free to the customer.
And can you guarantee that it's completely independent from EQC?
I can. The Arbitrators and Mediators Institute is not a government agency. It's a not-for-profit. We are completely independent of EQC.
Okay.
The panel of mediators that we've chosen are independent of EQC, and customers select the mediators, not EQC.
All right, Deborah Hart, Executive Director of Arbitrators and Mediators Institute of New Zealand, thank you.